Did it give you a little bit more confidence?
Yeah. You know, going into every game, man, you're like, who's gonna make the first big play? And for me to have the opportunity to make that first big play, it was a great feeling.
Who'd you lean on when times were tough for it? I mean, you're going through, maybe not playing as much as you wanted. And who'd you lean on during this time?
Really my teammates and my parents and my family members, and my friends, really, man. You know, they all have my back. My teammates, man, no matter what happens, you know, they're here for us. You know, even guys that transfer, we still have their back. We still support them. We watch their games when we have a chance. So, really, everybody who supports me.
When I know Coach Bates is a master motivator, when did he sit you down and say, "Hey, you're going to be the guy. You're going to start"? And then what was his message to you?
You know, he really didn't set me down. I say he knew I was ready. You know, he trusted me in the situation, and you know, he just I guess he let me do my routine, because my routine is preparing myself as I was a starter. So it really wasn't much to be said, man. Just make sure he could take me out of practice and took me on film. But other than that, he didn't say much.
How important is that? How do you learn how to do that? Because I mean, if you don't do that, Chase Bryce doesn't do that, the season might be completely different.
Right. You know, it's a mentality that I came in the season with. You know, just taking advantage of my opportunities, no matter what time it is, no matter if it's in the fourth quarter, no matter if it's in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. So for me to have that mentality, you know, it allows me to play more freely.
Albert, to go from a backup to potential starter on a national championship team, what would that mean to you?
It means a lot to me, man. Like I said, it's an opportunity, it's a blessing that I've received, man. And, I just got to take advantage of my opportunity. When the door is open, man, you got to run on through.
You talked about when you came in contact with you first with Clemson, and who were your coaches?
Coach Albert was my recruiter. I came in, wanted to play DN, and I got a chance to play DN during the spring. And, it didn't work out too good for me. It was hard for me to. I guess it was hard for me to drop into the flats. But, I couldn't cover nobody to the flats.
Well, you can't blow up a screen like Austin does?
I probably could. Now I can, but when I first came in,
put you in coverage?
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about coverage, man. And it was a rough time. And I made the transition, and I guess it was the best transition I could have.
What was it like coming in and seeing all those guys grow around you, and also yourself grow as a player, just with this particular unit?
You know, some guys, you know, they grew faster than I grew, and you know, it is what it is. It only motivated me to, you know, get better.
Albert, at one point over the weekend, did the elation turn to, okay, I have to flush this, we're playing a national championship?
Really after the game.
That quick?
Yeah, you have to, man. Once we celebrated, man, you got in the locker room, it was on to the next. So I got to be.
What is the standout thing or the common thread in the games that you guys have played Alabama?
Just run game, I feel like, you know, big plays, a lot of big plays. That's how I feel about it. Once you start, if you start the big plays and start the run game,
what's different about them this year than the teams in the past?
I feel like they have some good running backs. Not as big as they used to have. The guards are pretty good. The offensive line are pretty physical, man.
For sure.
We really match up well against them. It's going to be a good matchup for us. So we're going to have to go out there and dominate the line of scrimmage. Like I said, stop the big plays.
I'm from Bamberg, and so I understand what it's like being down there.
Yes, sir.
So what's it like in the hometown? What are the people describing to you?
I just got off the phone with my cousin actually, man. And, he was just talking, you know, just telling me how proud he was and whatnot, and you know, that's how it's been for the last couple conversations, just telling me how proud they are of me. go out there and, just keep working hard.
How cool is it that you feel like, you represent that whole little community down there?
It's a great feeling, man. It makes you work even harder, so for me to get this opportunity, man, it's I think they're kind of like that too.
So when you look at Alabama and where their strengths and weaknesses are, that push up the middle is going to be so key. What can you do to make sure you make him uncomfortable?
Man, just make sure I play with low pads, man, and play with hands and be physical.
As far as just the way that this season has developed.
Albert, when you got the word that you were going to be named starter, what did Dexter tell you? What was the first thing you got from Dexter when he came up to you? I know you put the coach's whistle around him, and he came out last week. What did he tell you personally, and what was it like having him around in practice?
Just practice like you always practice, man. Really, it really wasn't nothing different. Like I said, I prepare the same way every week.
It kind of becomes easier in that aspect.
We
work so hard.
And one thing, I made sure I didn't talk about the situation. I never asked about the situation. I don't want to know about the situation. You know what I'm saying? So,
it is kind of lonely at the top.
It was
just
always
see this team kind of at the end of the road.
Be a normal self around him, and that's what I did.
Yeah. Thanks,